We welcome you all to this exciting scoreless contest between Play FIFA You Nerds and DTND. Here we go. Overtime period is about to begin. A 3, a 2, a 1, and they're off. Flagrant for me is met in a stalemate on a face-off. Here comes Spartacus. Oh, he shoots one man. Oh, he's going. Oh, he jukes another man. Here we go. Spartacus. Oh, he hits off the post. Mr. Postman style. Flagrant for me hits too high. Here comes Dundee. And that's a goal. It's over. Play FIFA You Nerds has won it in overtime. 1-0. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to be doing my first game review. And what better game to start off with than one of my favorites of this current gen of consoles, Rocket League. In this era of gaming, which has featured many of the major sports titles, such as Madden, 2K, FIFA, etc., that have all been major disappointments, with very minimal improvements, if there are any improvements at all, year after year. It's allowed a game featuring cars playing soccer to have a legitimate claim of the title of being the best sports video game of this era of gaming. If you're unfamiliar with the game or just simply haven't played Rocket League, you might think the idea of cars playing soccer sounds silly. And yeah, it kind of is, I'm not going to deny that. But just because it's a gimmicky idea doesn't mean it's bad. Ever since Rocket League was first released 5 years ago, the gameplay has always remained consistent and fluid. There are no glitches, no bugs, and no exploitations that you can use to gain an advantage over your opponent. It is purely skill versus skill, just the way sports games should be. Really, the only thing that's changed about the game in terms of actual gameplay is that the players have improved. Over time, we went from a bunch of noobs to people that were flying off the top of roofs and the side of walls to score goals that were almost inconceivable when it first released. And yes, I did say we. I am a prominent Rocket League player myself. I've been playing this game ever since it was a free PS4 exclusive 5 years ago. Once I learned the basics of the game, I was immediately hooked, and even still to this day, I will sometimes play 3 to 4 hours of Rocket League games in a row, just because I get lost in the amount of excitement and fun I have playing either by myself or with my friends. Either way, I can have fun. That's a real rarity, at least in my opinion, with gaming nowadays. Most games are either fun to play by yourself, but not fun to play with friends or online, or they're the complete opposite in terms of they're fun to play with your friends, but playing by yourself is a drag. Rocket League's not like that at all. Rocket League, you can have fun, at least I do. You can have fun playing by yourself against randoms, or playing with your friends against opponents that are in a clan just like you are. Now, in terms of outside gameplay, Rocket League has undergone a lot of changes, especially recently. Certain game modes have come and gone over the years. Recently, the availability of gaming for Mac players have essentially been canceled, and Psyonix, the developer and the producer of Rocket League, have since been bought out by Epic Games, which are best known for making Fortnite. For better or worse, a lot of those trends of Fortnite have come into Rocket League as well. But the one consistent that has remained, as stated earlier, is the gameplay, which I think is the most paramount thing to have in a game. Too many times, game devs change the core fundamentals of their gameplay just for the sake of change and to avoid feeling like the game is becoming stale and repetitive. But most of the times, the changes aren't necessary and the game is worsened because of it, regardless if it's an update for a current game or a sequel to a great game. All the credit in the world to Psyonix for knowing why Rocket League is still such a beloved game 5 years after its release. They're of the mindset that, if it ain't broke, don't try to what-to-save it. The game also allows you to have several dozen customized cars as presets to keep in your garage. You don't have to have just one car and have to change it over and over again if you want to give it a different look. You can save it, have a new preset, and then customize that car while keeping the old look if ever you want to go back to it, which I think is really cool. They also give you a lot of options in terms of how you want to customize your cars to make it more unique to the other presets. And if you play for as long as I have, you will have almost an unlimited amount of decals, toppers, antennas, trails, and goal explosions. That's because I've played this game for way too long, but I guess that's the good thing because the game is fun. The game also has several different casual and competitive game modes, from 1v1 to 4v4 and everything else in between. That way you have options. If you want to just chill out and have fun with your friends, I recommend playing casual. But if you want to go super try hard to try and attain the rank of Grand Champion, then play competitive. Now, even though I did mention earlier there are certain game modes that have come and gone over the years, as of right now there are some extra game modes in addition to the casual and competitive gameplays. There's Rumble, which is traditional Rocket League played with superpowers. There's a basketball version where instead of a soccer ball and a goal, there's a basketball and you try to score it in a hoop. There's hockey, which is basically a traditional map layout of Rocket League, except that instead of a soccer ball, it's a hockey puck, and the maps are always on ice. And lastly, there's drop shot, which is kind of like trying to score by putting the ball through the floor as the goal instead of putting it into a net. It's kind of hard to explain. You kind of have to see it to fully understand it. But yeah, in case you want to just play something wacky instead of a casual or competitive traditional game, then you have options. All in all, Rocket League, I give an A+ for gameplay, and then everything else is kind of an A or an A-. I would have said the entire game was an A+ just a few weeks ago, but Epic is starting to kind of transform the other stuff outside of gameplay into Fortnite-ish stuff with like rocket passes, with instead of having keys to unlock crates, you have blueprints and things like that. It's kind of dumb, in my opinion, but it's definitely not ruining the game. So all in all, I give Rocket League an A+. It's one of my favorite games of this current gen of consoles, and you should play it too. And right now, at the time of this recording, it's a free to play. So, and even when it's not free to play, it's $20. It's one of the few games I would say that I actually felt like I underpaid to play. So yeah, go ahead and download it if you want to. And until then, what a save, everybody. Thanks for watching.